run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
Give people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Have a nine shoes. Nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doopa dee dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke dosha.
What's here, okay?
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go. I did a little picture of us all earlier. Doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin.
I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion.
Back to work soon. I'm so sad. I'm a newborn photographer at the hospitals, so I take pictures of the babies. But
Okay, and we are now going to
I
be
do take pictures of
live.
dead babies too,
Hello,
but
everyone.
I mostly take pictures of the little babies because I do great.
He's going for it.
Yeah, it's okay.
But that basically should be the whole show. It's because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs, and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So class, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Give
Okay.
people what they want!
Give them what they want!
They have all of the bars open.
Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash. Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Have a nine shoes.
They put lines down on the floor stores, but no one really follows it.
No shoes.
There's real no social distancing here, and the problem is that we have some states that opened up
Right,
early, and
now
you
we
can
just have to go
drive down,
back
like,
to the
right
future.
around the line.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doopa dee dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke dosha.
Yeah, America's kind of like a do whatever you want kind of place, I guess.
The difficulty with that is it then sort of like that then
The crystal of life, which will make us all able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go.
I did a little picture of us all earlier, doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin!
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I have ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, shouldn't it? It's because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So class, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
But the first suggestion we are going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here!
Have a nine shoes.
Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doompa dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super color. Fragilistic XP karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
there you go.
I did a little picture of us all earlier, doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin!
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I have ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So class, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us Here we go! We're now live! Hello there, hello. Welcome, one and all. My name is David Pisansky and welcome to Extreme Improv XStreamed. And before we do anything else, we're going to just say that in the suggestion box down below on the screen, you'll see that we need a suggestion of a famous movie. So please, I'm looking at the wrong camera, I always do this. Please put a suggestion. This is why I look very whited out today, because I've got a light on and then a rubbish camera, so it's all going wrong. But please put suggestions of famous movies into the suggestion box, type them into the comics. Okay, something we were just laughing about. We're going to meet everyone. So everyone, whilst you're putting suggestions in the comment box, creating humour, an improv experience on YouTube. I looked up at the screen and I saw that we'd got a comment before the show began where you'd put "Start the effing show." So that is what we have done. And then now they have put OMG. I'm going to almost spoil the introductions for everyone, but it says OMG, David, Dave, JJ, Ruth. Big fan of you guys. Shalita, Danny, sorry about that, but you weren't included there. So let's meet the performers. We will start with Shalita. Say hello. Get these people to be a fan of you.
I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee, over here in America.
Okay, Danny, say hello.
Hello, Danny. I'm from Portsmouth. Thereabouts.
Okay. Next up, let's meet Dave.
Hello, I'm Dave. I am reaching mullet levels of no haircut the last 3-4 months.
Okay, fantastic. JJ, say hello.
Hi, JJ from London. In a fine summer evening, it's deluged here, absolute deluge. Thunder, lightning, and rivers down the road.
Okay, and lastly but not leastly, today on the show we have Ruth. Say hello.
Hi, hello. It's Ruth, and I am here in Banbury at the moment in Oxfordshire, and great to be back here again. Hello, everybody.
Okay, so shortly we're going to get on with our first game, but creating humour and improv experience has clarified earlier, where they said they didn't mention the other two because they are a bigger fan of them. So it goes without saying that obviously Danny and Shalita, you didn't need the ego boost. So the rest of us, the rest of us clearly did. Oh, hang on. You can't, okay, hang on. We're getting an audio issue. Can everyone shout hello?
Hello.
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 There you go. I'm sure you can hear everyone now. So people have said that everyone else is a bit quiet. For some reason, when we broadcast, getting the levels between me and everyone else always seems a bit of a nightmare, but you should be able to be heard now. But anyway, we are going to move on to our first game of the show. Imagine that. And this is going to be a game of verbatim. We are going to play verbatim. And the way verbatim works is one of our performers is going to perform a 30-second dramatic monologue. And after they've done that, we're going to get another performer to try to recreate their performance as precisely as they can. Now, starting us off on this is going to be JJ. JJ, you can start us off on this. And we've had a few suggestions of movies come through already. We've had a suggestion of Mary Poppins. We've had a suggestion of Star Wars, of Braveheart. I think I'm going to say Braveheart. That's not one we've had come up before. So I would like you to do a 30-second dramatic monologue as if you were a character in the movie Braveheart. JJ, I'm going to spotlight your video, and here you go.
We are brave like all Scots and Australians. We wear kilts, or in Australia, a skirt. We will frighten the Sassenachs. That's Scottish for New Zealanders. We won't use any accents that are deliberately not Scottish, because I drink and I can't do a Scottish accent. Thank you very much.
And that is 30 seconds. Thank you very much. Well done, JJ. So now we're going to take this game on, as we always do, in a game of verbatim to another player. And this time, I am going to ask for Ruth. Ruth, you are going to have 30 seconds to try to recreate JJ's original monologue as precisely as you can. So I'm going to spotlight your video. And Ruth, here you go.
We are brave. We have... I can't remember, but we have Scottish accents, except we don't if we're in New Zealand. Was it New Zealand? And we wear kilts, or as they say in New Zealand or Australia, wherever it was, skirts. We are here. We will frighten the Sassenachs with our very bad voices.
And that is 30 seconds. Thank you very much there, Ruth. So, we are now going to bring things to Danny. Danny, you are going to have 30 seconds to recreate Ruth's recreation of JJ's original monologue. So, for clarity, you're not recreating JJ here, you are just recreating Ruth. And here you go.
We are brave, and I think even though we are in New Zealand, was it in New Zealand? Wherever it was. And yeah, we've got our terrible accents, and we're going to frighten them with our skirts, or as they say in Australia, kilts. I think I got that the wrong way around. Anyway, we're going to frighten the Saxons away, and I didn't really pay attention after that. So.
And that is 32 seconds anyway, so don't worry, you are in the clear there. But next up, we're going to come back to JJ. JJ, you are going to now once again have 30 seconds to recreate Danny's recreation of Ruth's recreation of your own original monologue. So, audience, wait until you have seen JJ do this performance, and you will then get the opportunity to vote for who you felt did the best recreation of what came before. And here you go.
We are brave. Where are we? New Zealand? I don't know, I think so. And we will attack the Saxons, not the Sassenachs at all. And was it New Zealand? Oh no, and also we are Australians. And we wear a skirt, not a kilt. Oh, no, hang on, was that the other way around? To be honest, I kind of stopped focusing at that point. Sorry.
And that is 30 seconds. Well done there, JJ. So, audience, it is now over to you. Please put into the comment section who you are voting for. If you are voting for JJ, put JJ. If you are voting for Danny, put Danny. And if you are voting for Ruth, please put Ruth. But we're going to hear from our other performers before we get to you guys and give you a chance to type. Who do you vote for? Shalita, who would you vote for here?
JJ.
Okay, so that's a vote for JJ, a very definite vote. Dave, how would you vote?
Well, I think technically it has to go JJ, seeing as he was the only one that actually really did recreate exactly what had come before when Ruth and Danny, pretending as they were pretty bad at actually remembering like little details. So JJ, as you remembered the bad details, by proxy has to win.
Okay, fantastic. So we already have some votes coming through. I'm sure a few more will be coming through just because of the time delay, because we've only heard a couple of other thoughts here. But let's have a look what we've got. If I scroll up, I will see that it says creating humour and improv experience says Ruth wins. Jamie says Ruth wins. Styles Clash says Ruth. Silent Jester says JJ. Nina says Ruth. Max says JJ. Okay, so let's see. Danny, you need to get like everyone in Portsmouth on this stream to watch this. But okay, so JJ, Ruth, JJ, Ruth. I think it's looking like Team Ruth is going to win this, but we're going to give it a few more seconds. I'm just looking at this because I've been playing with the lighting. It really makes it look like I need a shave now. Really not happy with this look, but regardless, okay. Creating Humour says, please read my comments below. Okay, so I don't know what you're referring to. Oh, it says, nice to have Curtis Axel on the show tonight. So that is a wrestling reference.
Oh, yeah.
I look like Curtis Axel. Well, I'm absolutely perfect. That's as much as I can say there. Right, so I'm going to...
referring to Danny, mate.
Oh, I don't know. Which one?
Well,
it said, please read my comments. That was after I said about the beard. So... Who is that about? Who is that about? Right, okay. So, at this point, I think... Okay, so let's just recheck these votes, because after all that... JJ, Ruth. JJ, Ruth. Ruth, you win. Well done. Well done there. But we are going to play another game of Verbatim, and this time we're going to start off with Shalita. Shalita, you're going to have another 30 seconds to do a brand new dramatic monologue as if it is a deleted scene from The Simpsons movie. So this is The Simpsons movie. I'm going to spotlight your camera, and here you go.
Oh man, I mean, I can't even find Homer anywhere. Is this about pollution? Do we care about pollution? Pretty sure this movie's about pollution and eyes on fish. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna say, eat my shorts, government. Can I say eat my shorts? Am I so loud? Is that so copyrighted? Okay, cool. Yeah, eat my shorts, government. We're gonna take you down and we're gonna have sushi with three-eyed fish.
Okay, excellent. Well done there, Shalita. Excellent stuff. So, next up, we're going to come to Dave. Dave, you are going to have 30 seconds to try to I didn't want to have to do it. So, Dave, you're going to have 30 seconds to try to recreate Shalita's original monologue. I'm going to put you onto Spotlight Video, and here you go.
Well, I can't find Homer anywhere, and, is this movie about pollution? Pretty sure it's about pollution. Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to say, screw you, government, eat my shorts. Can I say eat my shorts? Am I still copyrighted? Yeah. Okay, well, eat my shorts, government, and we're going to make sure that we're going to dine out on the fish. The fish got lots of eyes. And we're going to have sushi made out of three-eyed fish. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, excellent. Well done, Dave. Well done, Dave. Okay, so that was better than I was expecting. Right, so...
I'm glad I'm so high in your estimations.
Okay, but no, now it's just raised the bar. I've got to try to recreate that. So I'm going to spotlight my video, and I'm going to do my best recreation of Dave's recreation of Shalita's original monologue. And here I go. Well, everyone, is Homer about here? Okay, so, eat my shorts. I think this movie is about pollution. Is this movie about pollution? Am I allowed to say eat my shorts anymore? Is that out of, government? Oh, cool, man. So, basically, ay caramba is one of my catchphrases, and I think there was something else said, but I forget what exactly right now. Three-eyed fish, that was it. And there you go. Damn it. Right, okay. So, Shalita, you will now have 30 seconds to recreate my recreation of Dave's recreation of your original monologue. Audience, as soon as you've seen Shalita's recreation here, you can start voting on who you felt did the best recreation. So, Shalita, here you go.
Well, you know, I can't find Homer anywhere. Eat my shorts. Are we allowed to still say that? Is that the thing? Ay caramba. Let's just throw out all of my catchphrases because, you know, they're all like copyrighted and stuff like that. And, you know, there's one other thing. There's another thing that's going on and I can't really think of it. What was it? Oh, fish with eyes. Yeah, you know what? We're going to go ahead and have eat fish with eyes and stuff, because, government.
Okay, and that is 31 seconds. Well done there, Shalita. So, audience, who do you think did the best recreation of what came before? If you felt it was Shalita just then please vote for Shalita. If you felt that it was me somehow, then vote for David. And if you felt it was Dave, then vote for Dave. Whilst we wait for the votes to come through, Danny, who would you vote for?
I think I've got to give this one to Dave, actually, just because I think in terms of the original, I think he got it more accurately, and I think he did the voice very well. And also shout out to Shalita as well. That was a very good original impression as well. That's really good.
I know, like, if Nancy Cartwright, who voices Bart, ever, like, retires, dies, or just, like, gets punched in the throat, you could take that role. It was very good. Right. So, Ruth, who would you vote for?
Oh, Dave all the way for me. I thought he did a really good recreation of Shalita's fantastic original.
I know. Okay, and JJ, who would you vote for?
Well, no, I think Dave and David both did a very good job. And like David, I was surprised how good Dave was. But actually, I think I'd give it to Shalita. I think she did a good impression of an inept David. And her original was just brilliant. So it shades it. Too
Okay.
good.
So, audience, just before I go to the audience votes to tell you who has won this game, I'm just going to tell you that I'm changing the suggestion box. So please have a look, check it down below, and you'll see that we're now looking for suggestions of an ambition you had as a young child. An ambition you had as a young child. Please put them in there, and I'll go up to the votes and find out who won this. So Nina on Facebook has voted for Dave. Janie on Twitch has said Dave. Silent Jester has said Dave. Max says Shalita. Okay, let's just have a look what else here. Creating Humour says, my vote goes to Miss Chatman. I didn't know that was your last name, Shalita, but I was like, who is that? And then I figured it out. So that is 2 to Shalita, 3 to Dave. Creating Humour also says, I don't want David winning this, because that will make as much sense as Vince winning the WWE title. We have a wrestling fan in the audience today. Okay.
The guys were in Improv with last week, India, isn't it? It was Assad last time. It was on that line last time.
Yeah. So is this Assad? And they also say, this is interesting. I like Creating Humour. I hope you stick around. You're giving us some good banter here. They say, thanks for accepting my friend request, Dave. Life equals complete. Complete. Right, okay. So I can say that unless there's any final votes coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dave, you have just won that one there, just about. So well done there, Dave. Well done. Okay, so we are going to move on to our next game. And our next game is going to be a game of Question Combat. Question Combat. So we are going to have a scene which is going to be performed by JJ and Ruth. JJ and Ruth. And the way this works is you have to perform a scene where you are only allowed to speak in questions. If you say anything that isn't a question, you lose a life, of which you have 3 in this game. If you have a circular conversation where it's just the same question over and over again, you will lose a life. And if you hesitate for too long, you lose a life. Let's find out what your scene is about. And so I asked for an ambition you had as a young child. Okay, so let's play into something which I know that JJ perhaps has some knowledge of here, because Creating Humour, this wasn't quite a suggestion, but they said, I want Test cricket umpire JJ to win this. So I would like this to be about Test cricket. Danny, if you could kill your camera view, and then I will kill mine. You have 3 lives each, guys. So everything you say has to be a question. You're not allowed to have long hesitations, and you're not allowed to have what we'd call a circular conversation. This is Question Combat, and here you go.
Can you explain the rules to me?
Rules of what?
Don't you know that we're talking about Test cricket?
Test cricket, aren't we?
Well, I am, because I don't understand
Oh, Ruth, lose a life.
Oh. Have you gone, David?
Oh, sorry. Can we carry on? Sorry, mate.
Yes,
Oh,
guys,
sorry, that
keep
was one
going,
live.
keep going.
I forgot there was lives.
You know
please
how
explain it. Please, can you explain it to me?
Why do you think there are 2 teams?
Why would there be anything more than 2 teams?
How many days do you think Test cricket is?
Can you tell me?
How many hours in a day?
Well, can you explain why there would be less than 24 hours in a day in Test cricket?
How many hours in a day's cricket?
You have to explain it. I don't understand.
Oh,
please, can you
lose a life there, Ruth. Lose a life.
help me? Oh, I see. Can't even just finish with a question. The whole thing has to be a question. Does the whole thing have to be a question?
Okay, and
my
Ruth,
questions?
at that stage, you have lost the game because you started discussing the rules of the game during the game. We have to be harsh but fair. But no, everything you say has to be a question. You can't say something and end on a question. It has to be as if it was written down, a question. No full stops allowed.
I have a feeling that I might not have been the only person then who...
Yeah, JJ.
I think you're right, Ruth, but I got away with it.
I didn't hear.
Oh, he did.
How you won the last game is beyond me. So
Ruth, if it makes you feel better, I probably was just tuned out of JJ talking, so sorry about that, JJ. So, next up, we're going to have another one of these. Let's have Dave and Shalita. Dave and Shalita, another game of question combat. Let's find out what this is about. So, an ambition you had as a child. Let's have a look. To lick your own elbow. To lick your own elbow, which apparently is impossible. So the ambition is to be able to lick your own elbow. Base a scene around this idea, and everything you say has to be a question. Here you go.
Has anyone ever done this?
Do you need a long tongue?
Do you think I should acquire an extension?
Would you be opposed to it?
Would you find it off-putting?
Do you think it'll hurt?
I think it's too hairy.
Do you want me to be honest?
Do you think the truth will hurt me?
Do you want me to tell you about that?
Circular conversation warning. Every question has begun with do recently.
Okay.
Is it best we find a teacher?
Do you remember old lady Sarah from down the street?
Is she still alive?
Maybe?
Ooh.
It's a statement.
No, it was said questioningly. Keep going.
Do you think she'd help us?
Oh, but I'm going to take away a life from you there, Shalita, because that was another do in a row. So lose a life. Keep going.
Did she get a certificate?
Does the internet count?
Yes.
Oh, Dave, lose a life.
Dear.
What do elbows taste like?
I beg your pardon?
What do elbows taste like?
Don't you think I wish I knew?
You think they taste like strawberries?
Do you want to try mine?
Can I?
Could you tell me what you think?
Would that be fresh?
Is this gnat bite going to add to the taste?
Did a spider bite you?
Do gnats have 8 legs?
Is that a gnat bite or a spider bite?
Do you think I'm some sort of insect expert?
You ever watch Animal Planet?
Is that the one with David Attenborough?
Is he the guy with the yellow hair?
Oh, hesitation there, Dave. Hesitation. Lose a life. You've got 1 life left. Lita, you've got 2.
Do you think elbows will ever be truly in style?
Could we live without them?
Will the fashion police arrest me for being bare?
Will you resist the fashion police?
Will I?
Were you on Just Busted last week?
What's Just Busted?
You don't have a newspaper in your gas station labeled Just Busted?
Do I look like I read?
Oh, lose a life. So, there is 1 life left each. Keep going.
What would you recommend me to read when going to be more knowledgeable about elbows?
Do you need pictures or words?
Would pictures help?
Well, if you know how to read...
Oh, well done, well done. Dave, you just about win that one. Good game, good game. So, we're going to have 1 more of these, which I believe will be Danny and myself. But before we do, a quick word from our sponsors. We don't have any sponsors, but we'd like them. That might be cool. Right, okay, so what I will mention is that I have changed what you need to put into the suggestion box. So, as you'll see in the suggestion box down below, please put into the comments.
By Pepsi Max now.
Pepsi Max. Well, you may believe it.
Oh!
Right. So, okay.
It's like we planned it.
I know, right? It's Cherry. Anyone else got Cherry Max near them? Right, okay. Please put into the suggestions characters from fiction or people from history, plus their secrets. But for now, let's find out what me and Danny will be doing our scene about. I asked for a suggestion of an ambition, and we've got Silent Jester who suggested become a pilot. So Danny and I are going to play question combat about becoming a pilot. So if the rest... Oh, they've already done it. Here we go. What makes you think you've got it to be a pilot, my boy?
Did you not bother reading my CV?
Could you read it aloud for me?
Would you like me to read it in any particular accent?
Could you do a stiff British 1940s pilot voice?
How does this sound?
Would you believe it sounds quite good?
Did you think so?
Can you get on with the CV?
Oh, are you sure about that?
What are you hiding from me?
Would you believe nothing?
Did you fly for the Germans during the war?
Which battalion are you referring to?
Is that some sort of trick question? What just happened to your camera?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Are you some sort of spy?
Dang, what gave it away?
Could you try saying, I went for whiskey in Wolverhampton?
You went for whiskey in Wolverhampton? What's wrong with you?
Would you believe quite a lot?
Would you consider getting therapy?
How much does that cost?
Did you not see it advertised in the paper?
Was this the Evening Standard?
Would you believe it was the Sun?
Whose child are you talking about here?
Who said anything about a child?
You said it was your son. Oh shit, that's not a question. Right, I lose a life. Do you want to learn to fly a plane or not?
When do I start?
Would you like to hop in the cockpit?
Don't you think it's a bit inappropriate?
Oh, shit. Would you like to strap in?
buy me dinner first.
You win. I'm done. Okay, excellent. Oh dear. Right. Okay. Excellent
Need a
stuff.
refreshing drink after that.
Yes. Do you know what, JJ? I think I may need a
Yeah.
refreshing sip too.
Cheers, everyone.
A refreshing
I
can.
know.
Pepsi
Yeah,
Max.
I've got a
You guys
refreshing
do
drink.
say "would you" a lot.
I know we
A
did.
lot of your questions started with "would you."
So okay. Right. We're going to move on. We're going to play our next game, and our next game is going to be an extreme monologue. And extreme monologue. And the way this works is each of our performers are going to get an opportunity to perform a monologue. So the rules of it are that the performers are not allowed to repeat any words whatsoever. They are also not allowed to hesitate, which we count as saying non-words like or having extended pauses. If they break either of these rules, then any of the rest of us can call out freeze, and if it's a correct challenge, that is the end of the monologue. We will then record the time, and whoever is able to do the longest monologue will win this game. Now, I asked you, audience, to please put suggestions of characters from fiction or people from history and their secrets. We've got some of these, but we may... Actually, I think we've got enough, but feel free to put some more in because we can use them later. So, starting us off on this is going to be Dave. Dave, you can go first. We've got some comments. Z or Z, he's probably American, so Z Angel 22 says, that was funny, took a nice turn. We appreciate that. So, let's find a character for you. Dave, you are going to be King Kong. You were scared of heights. You are King Kong. You are scared of heights. And here you go.
King Kong, climb with lady in hand. Ooga booga. Spire, pointy. Don't look down. Ooh! Really high up. Mustn't view downwards trajectory. Planes shooting. Monkey. Ouch. Bullets hurt. Can't hold on. Oh, no. Looked below. Falling.
And falling. 55 seconds. That was epic.
My laptop battery running out, sorry.
Wow, 55 seconds, Dave. That was
Best I've ever done on
spectacular. Wow, that was very, very good. Very good round. Especially your very first word was "ugh," and I was like, "Does that actually count?" I just said you're not allowed to say or But I was like, "Well, you're playing King Kong, so I wasn't going to be the one to say stop there." 55 seconds. We may as well stop here. Okay, do any of us feel like we can beat this? Well, we're going to try. So, next up, we're going to come to you, Ruth. Ruth, let's find a character for you. Okay, we're going to spotlight your video, and let's find someone for you to be. You're going to be Michael Jackson, and your secret is Neverland. I don't quite understand that. So, obviously, his place was called Neverland. Peter Pan lived in Neverland. Interpret this as you will. You're Michael Jackson. You're going to be telling us about Neverland, and here you go.
There is a place that I want to take you to, no matter...
Repetition. Want to take you to at 12 seconds. So, well done there, Ruth. Well done.
Crap.
We're now
amazing
go.
Impression, though. Was it spot on?
Yeah, spot on impression. It was uncanny. Okay, next up is Danny. Let's find a character for you, Danny. Let's have you as Lord Voldemort hosting a dinner party. You are Lord Voldemort hosting a Right, a dinner party. Oh my gosh. Right, here you go.
Thank you for coming to my dinner party. Hey, don't sit there. Move. Snake goes over yonder. Move along.
Oh, repetition of move at 25 seconds.
Unlucky.
Ah.
Abracadabra.
Oh my god, he just committed wizard suicide on us. Right, so next up, JJ. Let's find a character for you. You are going to be William Shatner giving a eulogy. You are William Shatner giving a eulogy. And here you go.
It is so sad that my dear friend Spock has died. Uhuru, what happened? Russian guy, do you feel bad? Accident's gonna be killed next. What do you think?
You.
Oh, repetition you at 24 seconds. Very good. Chekhov. The Russian guy's Chekhov.
I know his name's Chekhov.
But that wasn't a repetition. Right, okay, anyway. So, next up, Shalita. Let's come to you. Let's find a character for you. Okay, you are Mona Lisa. You had an affair with Leonardo da Vinci. You are Mona Lisa. You had an affair with Leonardo da Vinci. And here you go.
Why would you paint my picture so everyone can see this face of mine? Now the people are speaking, gossiping, spreading rumors that a goddess such as myself is a harlot of the night. Wrong. This is horrid, cruel. Over. You and I. Finished. Never will those lips touch these plump, beautiful things on a face.
Oh, face.
Oh, repetition face at 1 minute 9 seconds. Wow. Wow. Dave, how do you feel?
But I wasn't going to be that harsh. So.
No.
That sounds like sour grapes, Dave. What can I say? No, I'm joking. Right, okay, and I will go last. Let's find a suggestion.
We're listening extra careful for this.
Oh
one.
yeah, do it. Dave, I only feel the love.
Oh, yes.
All these digs. Okay. Right. I am going to be Donald Duck in anger management. I am Donald Duck in anger management.
Putting the stopwatch on.
Well, I've got the stopwatch.
No,
don't
I've
worry.
got one as well.
No, but the audience see the one that I put on the screen. You don't see it, but okay.
Oh,
Right.
No problem. Back
Okay.
up.
Okay, JJ, you can use your stopwatch. It's fine. And here well, JJ, you can count me in then.
Right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Repetition over there.
Okay, there you go. So that was a spectacular 7 seconds. So I think that wasn't too bad.
0.98, you know.
So we're going to move on. We're going
Oh, that's
to.
later.
Well done, Shalita.
Oh, thank you.
Shalita, you won that round. Dave, you did very good as well. But Shalita, that was spectacular. Ruth, you've got a dog on you.
I have got a dog on my lap. It's to try and stop him from talking.
Interesting. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next game. Audience, I forgot to put a different thing in this suggestion box, but I'm going to ask you now, audience, could you please give a suggestion of something that scares you? A phobia, a fear, a bump in the night, whatever it may be. Let us know a phobia you have. Creating humour and improv experience said effing fantastic. So I don't think that was in relation to me. I think that was yours, Shalita. But there you go. Oh, hang on. It says maybe King Kong should kidnap Mona Lisa. We are going to make that a scene like very soon. Let's find a game. Right. I'm gonna see what we've got. So something that scares you. And we're going to have maybe King Kong should kidnap Mona Lisa. I don't know what type of game this is going to be. It's going to be an alphabet scene. Shalita and Dave, you're up. Right, this is going to be a scene. King Kong kidnapping Mona Lisa. King Kong kidnapping Mona Lisa. Dave and Shalita, if the others, if you don't mind pulling your camera feed here. King Kong kidnapping Mona Lisa, and you're going to start at the letter M and go all the way through the alphabet until you get back to the letter M. And here you go.
Mona! Mona!
No, put me down. We can be calm about this.
Okay.
Perhaps we could be friends?
Quite good friends or more than friends?
Really good friends, but not more than friends.
Suppose that will do, but I want to take you to my big tree.
Tree? Is it far away?
Unbelievably far for you, but for me, 5 minutes walk.
Very well. If you're gentle, you can take me to the tree.
Wash your hands first.
Xanax. I forgot my Xanax.
You forgot your Xanax? Well, where is it?
Zipped up in my purse on the countertop.
After you've got that, we'll go back to tree.
But you'll have me back before nightfall?
Can't promise that. I'll try.
Don't. Damn. I have an appointment. Someone is painting my picture.
Extra time he'll give you for picture.
Fair enough. If you do give me extra time, then I can get that done.
I'll get you home in time. I'll try, but Gorilla's not good at timekeeping.
How about you use a timepiece?
I don't know timepieces. What are they?
Just wait a second.
Knock, knock. Good
Listen to it tick.
My. I'll take this instead of you. Bye.
And well done. Excellent stuff there. Excellent stuff. So, next up, we're going to have a different game. We're going to have a game of Alliteration Anarchy. And this is going to be for all of the other players that weren't in that scene. Well, I say that, not me. I don't want to do this. But it will be for Ruth, it will be for Danny, and it will be for JJ, and it is going to be Alliteration Anarchy. The way this works, audience, is they're going to perform a scene, and each of our performers are going to be assigned a letter of the alphabet. They're going to be assigned a letter of the alphabet that they have the goal of beginning as many words as they can with the letter they have been assigned. Afterwards, you'll be able to vote on who you felt did best with the letter they have been assigned. So, first up, let's find out what the scene is going to be about. So, let's have a look. Something that scares you. So, this is going to be a scene about being scared of the vast emptiness of space. the vast emptiness of space. I can say that, Ruth, you are going to be assigned the letter M. You're going to be assigned the letter M for Max. Danny, you are going to be assigned the letter G. The letter G for George. And JJ, you are going to be assigned the letter S. You're going to be assigned the letter S for being scared. So everything they say, as much as possible, have to begin with those letters, but they can use other words if they want. And here they go.
Space, so scared, supple, sinewy, superior space.
Grief, what's going on?
Must be something marvellous.
Something scary, something stewy. Stewy?
Golly, Granny wouldn't glare at this.
Maybe he means Mars or Mercury.
Sausages for supper.
Oh no.
The Ovono sausage for supper.
Mind you, most of this is munchy food.
Guys, what's going on in the garden? The greenhouse is, it's glowing.
Oh, solo mio. Surprisingly beautiful.
Grand.
A subtle splendor.
Oh God, it's
Must be the mulch.
There's gas. Someone's given us gas, and it's horrible. Ugh.
Supply. So
Mud. It's the mud
okay.
and the mulch.
The ground.
Mud, yeah.
A bunch of bananas.
Geez, what gives you the impression it's the green ground outside? I mean, that's the grass. Hold on, the grass is going. What's...
Stupid sod. Thank
It's going dark.
you.
Must be night time.
Shreddies, maybe.
Grenade time?
Ready wheat. With milk.
Make your mind up.
Sugar is ready wheat. Hello. Suppose I have 6 shredded wheat. So
Golly, you'll give yourself indigestion.
My mind is.
Sorry?
My mind is on something else.
Indigestion? You're being gingerist, you sod.
It will give you gingivitis.
May I move the conversation back to Mars and Mercury and the other planetary bodies?
Space. You're always
galaxy.
so silly about space. Oh.
Makes me feel very small, minute.
Sublime.
And scene! Well done, guys. Well done. We will stop that there. But audience, it will now be over to you. Please vote. Who do you think made the best creative use of the letter they were assigned? If you felt that it was Ruth, then vote for Ruth. If you felt that it was JJ, then vote for JJ. And if you felt it was Danny, oh George, then vote for Danny. So... do you know what? There's this thing about like Samuel O. George and Danny O. George. You know, we've never made the Irish connection there, but it sounds like Oh George.
Oh
Right,
George.
okay. Yeah. So,
I think I do actually have Irish heritage somewhere. I'm not sure.
what, like locked up in your
I've been
cellar.
that drawer behind you, Danny.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
this one here, I think.
Yeah.
okay. Right. So, let's find out. First of all, Dave, who would have you voted for there?
I think Ruth had a strong round there, so I'll go with Ruth.
Okay, and Shalita, how would have you voted that round?
I would have to go with JJ.
Ooh.
I felt like he did really good on his use of the letter S.
Okay, so let's have a look. What votes we've got coming through. So we've got some votes coming through. I'm going to give it a few more seconds and just remind our audience that we have another Extreme Improv XStreamed show tomorrow evening at 8:30 p.m. UK time. But this week we do not have a show on Friday. There is no Friday matinee this week, but we'll be back to our full regular programming, I'm sure, next week. But there is a show tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. So just looking through at the votes now, I can see that we've got votes for JJ from Janie on Twitch. We've got votes for Ruth from Joe Eden on Facebook. We've got more votes coming through from Silent Jester, who's voted for JJ. Any more votes coming through? JJ, Ruth, JJ. I think, another one for Ruth. How is this going to go? We're going to give it just a few more seconds because of the time delay. Things are only just coming through. So, let's have a look. And
Technology marvellous.
let's say that it's a draw, but we are going to have a tie break between Ruth and JJ. A tie break between Ruth and JJ. So, I'm going to give you 30 seconds, scavenger hunt style, to find something and show it to the camera when I ask you to present in 30 seconds that represents war. Something that represents war. You can interpret it as you will. You have 30 seconds, and here you go. So, just whilst we wait for these guys to do it, anyone else? How are you guys doing? Danny, is that like a Xbox behind you or a PlayStation?
That is a PS3 and a PS4.
Amazing. You playing anything?
And a TV as well.
And a television. Playing anything good?
The remake of Final Fantasy VII.
You're playing the remake of Final Fantasy VII, you say? Right, I have it. I haven't opened it yet. I need to.
Too.
Yeah. Sorry, you've got a PS4 as well.
Yes.
What are you playing at the moment?
World War Z.
Ooh, excellent. Zombies. Is it any good?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Okay, Dave, what are you playing right now?
Playing a lot of apps on my phone. That's how fast I am with my gaming these days. Now, I've treated myself to that bundle that who was it?
Ashara.
Actually, it was Ashara, isn't it?
Yes.
The charity one that was on there. So I've still got to download those. So I'll see how I do with those. But
yeah, I think there was like 1,000 different things. So if anyone, I don't know if it's still available, but there was something. I think there's another one on Humble Bundle, which is
quite a lot of them,
raising money for Black Lives Matters. Where it's like you can give as much as you want, but I think you give like a minimum of $5, and then you get like 1,500 video games. It was insane. Like literally, it was the biggest bundle ever available. So that has been a long time we've been waiting now. JJ, what do you have? You're muted, JJ. Sorry, there you go.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
Oh no!
I can't even tell what that fruit was. Oh no. That was an apple? But it got like a weird nipple on top.
There was an onion, I think, there as well, wasn't there?
Pomegranate, there you go. I knew it wasn't an apple if it had a nipple.
The most warlike thing I had.
Okay, Ruth, something to represent war. What do you have?
Nah. See, the only thing I got was a very big knife.
Give the point.
Okay, it's fine. Right, circumcision. Right, okay, on that point, I'm going to say at JJ, you stole that one. You went above and beyond. I think that's the first time we've done a scavenger hunt thing which has actually turned into an action sequence. But we are going to move on. So let's have another round of Alliteration Anarchy with Dave, Shalita, and myself. Dave, Shalita, and myself. Audience, I'm just going to say, if you check the suggestion box now, we're going to ask you for characters from fiction or history once again, plus unusual things for them to be doing, because after this we will be moving towards our finale game, which will be an impression battle royale. But for now, we're going to do another round of Alliteration Anarchy. So let's have a look what we've got here. We have got a scene that is going to be about giant hornets. Joe Eden on Facebook says she is scared of giant hornets. So this is going to be a scene about giant hornets. Let's see if we've got some letters. Dave, you have been assigned the letter T. As much as possible, begin as many words as you can with the letter T. Shalita, as much as you can, begin words with the letter R, please. So that's the letter R, and I will begin as many words as I can with the letter B. I will begin as many words as I can with the letter B. Scene about giant hornets, and here we go.
Well, I reckon you got a hornet problem.
You're right. A terrifically towering hornet problem.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Buzzing round here like bees.
They're ravaging.
Bothers me.
Totally tickler, I tell you.
Brenda, do you have a BB gun?
I got something better. Something
Better?
really reliable. I got a rude dog and a rabid rooster.
Does he bark?
Too true, he barks.
He barks, and he'll ravage you.
Bobby, I think you'd better handle Bob the dog.
I call him Riley.
I call him Briley.
Help me, but no.
Can you hear a buzzing?
Too right. They're truly getting too close.
We need a bomb to blow them up. Boom!
Now, a bomb.
Titanium will enclose that towering inferno of an explosion that's inside the...
What you really need is reefer. That's going to handle your hornet problem.
Brenda, that bothers me.
Reefer?
Truly, I think it's too potent.
Bang! Did you... There's a buzzing! They're gonna be here! They're gonna be here! The bees, they're biting me! They're biting me! The bees are biting me! Boo! 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 Bang! 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 Bosh! Bish! Bash!
It totally tore up my todger.
My bum! My bum! They bit my bum!
I'd rather you
my
stop.
bum is bleeding! Barthen? Barthen, what did you bay?
I can't run too far because my toes are torn.
Bite bum beak anymore! I'm a birdjick! I'm a birdjick! I'm buying!
I'm totally tantalized to the point where I've got a new accent.
What you need is to eat rabbits. Rabbits are reliable. It'll fix what ails and rails you. Rotten. I think that his whole body went rotten right there.
Oh, well, towering hornets seem to have disappeared, but watch out. There's a twister coming. Watch out.
And scene. Well done. Okay, so lovely audience. Who do you think made the best creative use of their letter there? If you felt it was Shalita, put Shalita.
R is a terrible letter.
Sorry?
I said R is a terrible letter.
Oh dear. If you felt that it was me, then vote for David. And if you felt it was Dave, put Dave. Okay, so let's find out. Ruth, how would have you voted this one?
I would vote for you, David. I think you did some wonderful BBBB stuff.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, Danny, how would you vote this one?
Yeah, I'd probably give this one to you as well, Dave. A lot of creative ways to incorporate your letter into that one.
Okay, and JJ, how would you vote?
I guess it's all about the rules, David. I mean, if you can say any single word in the alphabet put a B in front, you win, for sure. And you did that very creatively, in inverted commas. I would give it to Dave, though, because I think he actually had some really, like proper alliteration, where the 3 words alliterated, which I thought was very good.
Yeah.
So, David for quantity, Dave for quality.
Well, see, it's up to the audience of who they felt did the best creative use. So we'll find out what they feel. So let's have a look. So we have Assad Khan on YouTube says Mr. Postansky. So that's 1 vote for me. Nina on Facebook says Dave. So it's 1 for Dave, 1 for David. Joe Eden on Facebook says David. So that's 2 to me. Max says David. And Janie says David. So it puts me 4-1 in the lead. Any other votes? Silent Jester has also voted for me here. Says David won me over with the allergic reaction. Any other votes coming through? I think I've just about clipped it there. So I will say I've won. But we're going to move on to our finale game. Audience, you will notice in the suggestion box down below on your screen now, it says to please put in suggestions into the comment section of characters from fiction or people from history, plus unusual things for them to be doing. Characters from fiction, people from history, plus unusual things for them to be doing. My green screen is going crazy tonight. So, let's have a look, because we are going to do an impression battle royale tournament. And the way this works is we're going to do competing impressions, and we will end up with a couple of finalists, or 2 or 3 finalists. First up, we are going to have Danny and JJ. Danny and JJ, you will go first. So let's have JJ, you are up, and let's find a character that has been suggested for you. Audience, continue to put suggestions of well-known characters from fiction and people from history. I would like you to be Adam, telling Eve about his ex. You are going to be Adam, telling Eve about his ex, as suggested by Assad, and here you go.
Oh, hey Eve, how's it going? Yeah, oh no, really? Apple? Oh no. Yeah, well, I mean, when we kind of betrothed ourselves to each other and kind of said, like we'd be, together forever, we'd have a long line of, just kind of, I don't really know how to say this, but I kind of, well, there's someone else. I don't care about her. I almost, I've forgotten her almost, forever. And it doesn't affect us, babe. Because, we are solid. But I just have to tell you that I have bitten the apple before, if you know what I mean. You don't know what I mean. Okay, well, let's say bitten the apple. It's more nibbled. Just nibbled the apple a little bit, little taste. That was it. Yeah? Right.
Okay, JJ, we're going to stop that one there. Okay, she doesn't quite get it, but next up, we are going to come to Danny. Danny, let's see who you are going to be. You are going to be... Okay, let's have a look. You are going to be E.T. phoning a luxury hotel. You are E.T. phoning a luxury hotel. And here you go.
E.T. phone. Hello. E.T. want new home. High up penthouse. Ooh. E.T. like. Does it come with on-bike parking? Do you allow children to drop me off? E.T. don't like that answer. E.T. want to go home.
Okay, and well done there, Danny. So, audience, who do you vote for here? If you are voting for Danny, put Danny or E.T. If you are voting for JJ, put Adam and Eve. It's Adam or JJ. I felt like I needed to say and Eve there, because otherwise I'm just saying put Adam. And people will be like, who's Adam? But, Ruth, who would you vote for here?
really tricky. They're both fabulous. I think Danny's getting my vote.
So, Ruth has put her faith into Danny. Shalita, who would you vote for?
It's so hard because I like the apple puns, but I have to go with Danny.
Okay, and Dave, how would you vote this one?
Yeah, I was really into the scene that JoJo was creating there, and that bit. And but I will give it to Danny, even if he did sort of just give up at the end there and just fell in a little bit. But then again, he sort of falls over quite a lot in the film, so you know.
Oh, does he? To be honest, I've not. The only reference I've got to ET is the BT adverts.
Oh no!
Oh wow! Okay.
Go watch the film.
Go watch the film or a different film. You know, either is good. So, okay, let's have a look at the comment section. So, Assad on YouTube says Adam was quite adamant there. So, I see what you did there. Right, so that's one vote for you, JJ.
Stand and deliver.
ZAngel22 on Twitch says Danny, so that's one vote apiece. Max says Danny. Nina says Danny, so Danny is rocketing in the lead, 3-1. Janie says Danny wins. Silent Jester says Danny. This is almost like a runaway victory. Let's have a quick look. Any other votes? Assad once again said Adam was quite adamant there, so he wanted to get that in there. So
he's very adamant about it, isn't he?
Yeah, he's adamant about it. But let's have a quick look. I'm going to say that at that stage, Danny, you have gone through. Well done, Danny. Oh, George. Next up, we are going to have Ruth and Dave. Ruth and Dave. So, Ruth, you will go first here. Let's find a character for you. Audience, continue to put suggestions of well-known characters from fiction, people from history, just because we may need a few. Let's have a look. So, you are going to be Barbie cheating on Ken. You are Barbie... Barbie cheating on Ken. And here you go.
Be very quiet because Ken's got super hearing now. Yeah, since he had the hearing aids put in. Shh. We've got to creep out of the Malibu household and we can go down to the beach. Yeah? You're going to come down to the beach with me? Oh, it's going to be amazing. You have to help me walk, though, because I don't bend my knees. So I can only walk with straight legs. Shh. You will wake Ken up. Be quiet. Oh, here we go. Open the door. Oh, there's stairs. How do I go downstairs? I gotta go down the stairs. How do I go down the stairs? My knees don't bend. I can't go down the stairs. I can't go. I'm going to fall.
Okay, and well done there, Ruth. Well done, Ruth. Next up, we're going to come over to Dave. Let's find a character for you, Dave. Dave, you are Oliver Cromwell, dancing around the maypole in Jester's Cap and Bells, as suggested by Joe Eden. You are Oliver Cromwell, dancing around the maypole.
I've even been smoking tonight.
No, in a Jester's Cap and Bells.
I don't think Oliver Cromwell at all. I'll give it a miss.
Right, okay, and here you go.
And today I'm Oliver Cromwell, and today I'll be giving you a little bit more of a demonstration of my physical abilities. And as you see, I have my giant pole over here, not for the first time, and we're going to do another little dance and trick for you. Here we go. Hope you enjoy it. Like my hat.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. Dave, do you know what?
Was it excellent though?
Right, here's the thing. Do you know what I would have loved? And this is just, perhaps I should have said this off the air just so we could have rigged it. But you should have disappeared around the door and then crawled and then just reappeared in the shop. That would have been hilarious. Okay, so let's have a audience. It's now voting time. Please let us know. Who do you vote for there? Do you vote for Dave as Oliver Cromwell? Or do you vote for Ruth as, I forget who you are. Barbie, yes, the Barbie girl. So, do you vote for the Barbie girl or do you vote for the Cromwell? So, whilst we wait for the audience votes to come through, Shalita, how would you vote this one?
Oh my gosh. So I love both of them. But I think Dave actually getting up and moving around. I'm gonna have to give it.
It's not that rare occurrence on this show.
No, it's not actually. Okay. Well, imagine when we get into like actual theatres and like people be like, he was moving around. Damn it. Do you know what? When we get back into actual theatres, I'm just gonna like turn up with a laptop and sit there and be like, "This is how the show works now."
With a frame.
Yeah, just with a frame. JJ, I may literally do that. That'll be a good joke. Right,
Yes.
Danny, who would you vote for?
Both good actually. Dave obviously uses his doorway and corridor to good effect as normal. I thought I liked Ruth's non-bendy Barbie girl, so I'm going to go with Ruth on this one.
Okay, and Danny, how would you vote?
I think, like Shalita, it was a close one because both gave pretty good performances. Like especially Dave, obviously getting up and dancing. I think I am going to give it to Ruth though, just because her movement was based on Barbie, anatomically correct. Very very stiff, very no. I think she gave it better.
It's how I move, actually.
The more realistic one, that's it.
Okay, so let's go over to the comments. So Nina on Facebook has voted for Dave. Max says Ruth is Barbie girl. So that's one apiece there. Joe says Dave. Assad says, as Dave Meltzer, I rate Dave's performance 5 stars. So that's 1 for Dave, 2 for Dave, 3 for Dave, 1 for Ruth. Janie says Dave, which makes it at least 4. Silent Jester says Dave, he's so majestic. So I think, Dave, you have won this round. Oh, hang on. Assad has said again, as Dave Meltzer, I rate Dave's performance 5 stars.
10 stars.
So that's 10 stars, you're right. Okay, Assad, you need to not hit the enter key so many times. That's like twice there you've double dipped on the
And also,
comments.
only me and David know who Dave Meltzer is out of this group. Ruth's just going...
Right, exactly. Okay, so Dave, you have progressed through. Who else went through? So Dave, you've gone through. Danny, you've gone through.
Right,
so
right.
now it'll be Shalita and myself. Shalita, let's find a character for you. Let's see who we've got that we haven't used suggestion of. Oh, this is a good one, if you know it. So Z Angel 22 has said Dr. Manhattan making a banana split. Do you know Dr. Manhattan?
What's it from?
Watchmen. Okay, don't worry. Let's have a different one. So you will be Ronald McDonald going vegetarian. Ronald McDonald going vegetarian. And in your own time, here you go.
Hi, kids. So I'm just going to let you know that we've changed up how things work here at McDonald's. Oink, oink. So, yeah, the burgers aren't that much different. We used to have just a little bit of beef, but the cows were sad. So now we're going to go ahead and put some vegetables in there, kids. It's going to be unbelievably awesome. And all of my friends are going to help us out. We got the Hamburglar. Yeah, we got the blue guy. And we even got that one girl. Yeah, all my crew. But you'll be fine with da-da-da-da-da. Yeah.
Okay, and well done there, Shalita. Well done. So next up, we will come to me, and let's find a character that has been... Well, actually, I can go for Dr. Manhattan. Where is it? Dr. Manhattan making a banana split. I'm going to be Dr. Manhattan making a banana split. And here I go. Hello there. Now, I know that I do not need to eat food anymore, because I have become almost like a god since the accident, and I can clone myself many times over, and I feel so confident in my persona. I can walk around as a naked blue man with my penis and testicles on display for everyone in the world as I perform amazing acts of science and prevent wars and blow up bombs and send them all rocketing into space. But I cannot see too far into the future, because there is a certain point where I cannot see any further, and that can only mean my own death, which is making me quite depressed. Hence why I'm so blue. I just want to have some ice cream with a banana in it. And that's that. So, okay, the question is, who do we vote for here? Do we vote for me as Dr. Manhattan, in which case put David or Dr. Manhattan? Or do we vote for Shalita as Ronald McDonald? If you vote for Shalita, put Shalita or Ronald McDonald. So, let's find out. Danny, who do you vote for there?
I think I'm probably one of the few people who knows who Dr. Manhattan is, and I think your interpretation was spot on, but I'm going to have to give this one to Shalita. I think, to be fair, it's the happy meal that I think I've been waiting for. So.
Okay, JJ, how would you vote this one?
I'm also ignorant of who Dr. Manhattan is, I'll be honest. I'm sure it was a very good impression, though.
It wasn't.
Wasn't it? Well, I'll give it to Shalita then.
Right, Dave, who do you vote for?
I will commend you on your one, actually, David, because I have seen watch him a few times, so I do know the character. Unfortunately, what lost it for you was you mentioning cock and balls in a scene about a banana split. So I'm going to give it to Shalita.
Okay. And Ruth, who would you vote for?
I do know who Dr. Manhattan is. I thought you were never going to get to the banana split, so you'd sort of lost me by then, and I think Shalita gets it just for the on the nose.
Okay. Let's have a look. So, we have got Janie says Shalita. She really had me laughing. Assad has put, this is a half vote for David, since my comments are appearing twice. And then he's also put, this is a half vote for David, since my comments are appearing twice. But then what's really interesting is that the same comment is there a third time. But I will count that as a 1 vote. So 1 vote for me, 1 vote for Shalita. Nina votes for Shalita. ZAngel22 votes for Shalita. Oh my god, with Assad, that's the 4th time that comment's come up now. You're trolling me. Right, okay.
I think he's trolling us now,
but
isn't
Assad, hang on. So Assad, you know what? I'm probably just gonna let Shalita have this. Hang on. Because Assad then also put, Shalita is a freakishly scary clown. Joe then put Shalita. Silent Jester said Shalita for being able to capture the joyful yet creepy energy of Ronald. And then we have about another 4 times where Assad said Shalita is a freakishly scary clown. So Assad is having fun here. So Shalita, you have won. Well done. So that means we have 3 grand finalists. I believe it is Shalita, Dave and Danny. Shalita, Dave and Danny. So we will have a 3-way showdown for the finale. Audience, continue to put any final suggestions of well-known characters from fiction or people from history, plus unusual things for them to do. And then we will have a brand new Extreme Improv XStreamed champion for tonight. So let's start with Dave. Let's find a character for you. Let's have a look. You are going to be, as suggested by... sorry, I'm just laughing at one of the comments here. Right, as suggested by ZAngel22, Dave, you are going to be Donald Trump trying to tell the truth. You are Donald Trump trying to tell the truth. And here you go.
Here's the thing. I was talking to this man earlier today, and he said to me, Donald, you're a bit of a, you're really great. You're really great. And, he was saying to me that I think all your ideas and all the things you're putting into to while you've been here in your power. They've been totally, utterly worthless. They've been great. They've been totally great. They've been totally great. And I think I myself, I want to tell you all right now that I'm doing I'm really screwing this whole thing. Come on, Donald, you can do this. You can do this. Come on, do it. Come on. This is news, not fake news. News. Okay. I'm doing such a bad job. It is a wig, okay? It is a wig. I'm so sorry, all right? It's a wig. So in truth, I can come up with. The rest of it's fake news, all right? I'm your president. I'm the leader of the world, and screw you all.
Okay, well done. Yeah, there was like moments of like true emotion, like in the middle of there. It felt like a monologue where.
Almost like an actor.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, Shalita, you will go next. Let's find a character for you. We're going to have you as... Just trying to scroll through all of the Assad comments that are repeated. Okay. So, you are going to be... John McClane, dressing up for a nice evening out. You are John McClane. You know who that is, yeah?
Oh.
Die Hard? Do you know Die Hard? Bruce Willis? Die Hard? Bruce Willis? Right.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm going to find another character for you then. Right, okay, so...
You have time to prepare next, mate.
Yeah, Daddy, you've
watch
got
all
time.
the things.
Okay, you are going to be Count Dracula giving blood. You are Count Dracula giving blood. And here you go.
Blah, you stunned me too many times. You're not going to get anything out of there. You got to, look. How about I feed from you first and then maybe it'll come out. But can I request another nurse? You've stuck me 5 times. You know what? Not you. Let's try a different one. Let's try a different arm. You know what? I promise. I was fat as a tick last night. I was well fed, but it digested it. Is that the word? Digested it. And can I bite you and then you get the blood out? Let's just have a cycle of blood. Because this device is not working. Okay, fine. You can try me.
Okay, excellent. Well done. So, Danny, we're going to come to you next. After which point, audience, you will be able to start voting. Either Dave, Shalita, or Danny. But let's come to Danny. And you are going to be John McClane from Die Hard. And I've got to scroll back up to find out what you were doing. Dressing up for a nice evening out. You are John McClane dressing up for a nice evening out. And here you go.
Oh, can't wait to go to this hotel. It's quite nice at Christmas time. Yeah. Okay, I can't wait to go down to the reception. Meet my wife and my kid. I can't. Am I doing this right? Wait, what's that? Is that an explosion? I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Alright. Yippee-ki-yay, mother!
Okay, and well done there, Danny. Well done. You've got like a tie right to hand. That's amazing. Okay, so...
Actually, it's a gown belt thing. I don't know.
It's a noose. Don't do it. Right, okay, so...
Just a gown belt.
Yeah, okay. So, audience, who do you vote for? Do you vote for Danny as John McClane? Do you say yippee-ki-yay, Mother Hubbard there? Do you go blah as you vote for Shalita as Count Dracula? or do you vote for Dave as his character? I don't know what's wrong with my brain. I always forget like the first character nowadays. I
It's
never
Trump.
remember that far. Well, I've got like a goldfish memory. I can remember 2 things back and no more. Who were you, Dave?
Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, you were Donald Trump, the leader. So anyway, right.
Free world.
I know. Right. Okay. So JJ, how would you vote this one?
Well, no, Danny, great references there. Good film technique work. Loved it. Loved your work, darling. Shalita, excellent Dracula. How she didn't know who Bruce Willis was beyond me, but very good work. But I thought Dave nipped this one. Great accent, good work, lovely counter position with his honesty and lack of, and hairpiece ended it nicely. So go to Dave in this one.
Okay, Ruth, who would you vote for?
I would vote for Dave, not least because when you first started, Dave, you sounded so like Donald Trump. It was scary. A very good impression. And yeah, it's funny, though I must confess, I really like Shalita's, you give me blood and then I can give you blood. I thought, sounds fair to me. But Dave, you get my vote.
Okay, fantastic. Let's go to the comments. Audience, if you haven't got your votes through, do it now just because of the time delay. We may miss them otherwise, but we'll try and give a chance. So Assad has said several times over, believe it or not, Dave, FTW, for the win! So that's a vote for Dave. Max says Dave. Nina says Dave. Janie says Dave. Joe Eden says Dave. And then we get to the original Assad quote where he said, Dave, for the win. So that is an absolute clean sweep so far. Assad did also say, good guy, David, putting over young talent. Well, I try. Let's also have a look. Any other votes? Silent Jester said Dave as well. Zed Angel said blah. So I think that's a vote for you, Shalita, as the Dracula quote. Z Angel said Shalita as well. So hang on, that's the same person. Oh no, yes it is. Yes, it is the same person. So that's one vote, not two. Sorry. And Assad says, my comments are being posted so many times because I always over-deliver. But I can say at this stage that it's going to be impossible for any kind of comeback. Dave, you have won. So well done. You are today's Extreme Improv Extreme
Dave, I would have voted for you too.
Let's give you the championship belt, which I will now hover over you on the screen, so you now have that, Dave. Everyone can see that you are today's champion. Audience, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. If you have any final comments, shout-outs, or anything you would like to say, if it's anyone's birthday, then feel free to comment anything you like, and we'll read it out at the end of the show. But otherwise, let's meet, hello, we're going to meet you guys. Let's say goodbye and find out where we can find all of our favourite performers on your favourite social media platforms. Starting with Danny, where can the people find you?
Still nowhere at the moment. I don't have any public social media accounts, but I am part of the Portsmouth Improv Experience. They can be found on Facebook under Portsmouth Improv or Portsmouth Improv Experience if you type it into the search bar. Go check us out. I think there's a couple of other guys who have other projects on.
See, Danny, you could have said you'd find you in Midgar, but you didn't. Right, okay, JJ, where could the people find you?
I'm actually going into hiding after losing so badly, so no one can find me anywhere.
Oh dear.
Well, I'm defeated.
Sorry, JJ.
Get the
Sorry for me.
Okay, Ruth, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Ruth Curtis Acts, and you can probably find me here tomorrow night on Extreme Improv. So just do that. Come back tomorrow night and tell somebody else to come with you online, virtually, with safe distancing, etc.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I will do myself next. So my name is David Pstansky. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at David Pstansky, which is spelled Pustansky. And now let's go over to Shalita. Where can the good people find you?
Hi, I'm part of Improv Chattanooga. We perform on Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that's late for you guys. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok under Simple Plush Toy.
Okie dokie. And now let's come to today's winner and current reigning and defending Extreme Improv XStreamed champion, Dave Green.
Okay, you can find me here. Hey, look at this. Got some new fresh graphics. I'm taking Samuel L. George's gimmick from him. You can find me on Twitter at @Degrino or at @D_Anthony_Green. Find me on Instagram at David Anthony Green and Facebook David Anthony Green.
Okay, Dave, can we just very quickly break down what the different poses in these shots, what they represent?
So that was a show I did for the Laughter Academy a couple of years ago, and this was a guessing game where someone's being doing it's a job interview game. So someone's having a job interview, and there's two workers trying to give them the 3 reasons why they're late, and that was me saying that their excuse was that their rabbit has been stuck inside a microwave. So you have the nibbling rabbit, and you have the rabbit ears, and then the rabbit stuck in the microwave.
Ah, I see. So I saw that as, I definitely see the rabbit on the first one. The second one I thought was a reindeer, and on the third one I thought you were trapped in the Phantom Zone. But yeah, I see it.
Trapped, yeah.
Okay, so anyway, I will do the wrap up now for Extreme Improv, which you can find us here tomorrow night. We're called Extreme Improv. When I move back, you can actually see the logo better. And we are on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Twitch, we're on Mixer, we're on TikTok, we're on all of these things at Extreme Improv. We have another show, like I said, tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. UK time. We don't have a Friday matinee this week. Our website is www.extremeimprov.co.uk. We have lots of other things that will be coming up. So even if there won't be a show on Friday, there is going to be a podcast with Extreme Improv regular Adam Hughes, which I will upload in that same time slot. So you'll be able to see that fun chat where we talk about all kinds of geek stuff, including movies like Justice League and Star Trek. So that should be fun. But otherwise, let's see what we've got written in the comments. Max says, you can find me here tomorrow night, lol. So we look forward to you joining us again, Max, a frequent viewer. Okay, Assad has taken over the comments. Shalita, Assad says, Shalita, I'm a fan of yours now. So, Shalita, you have won over Assad. And that has been said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times in the comments. Assad also says, at this rate, Dave, you will beat Flair's record. Woo! Okay, and someone says, Janie says, happy birthday for my daughter Eve for Friday. So happy birthday to Eve.
Birthday.
Yeah, so happy birthday. Okay. Any other comments? And yes, we have another one, which is another Assad saying, Shalita, I'm a fan of yours now. So they keep pouring through. So at that point, guys, we will thank you so much. We're going to love you and leave you. Thank you for tuning in and supporting. If you can click like on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube, that'd be brilliant. But for now, until next time, stay extremed.
Extreme!
Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
We are now
Liftoff. We have a liftoff. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
We are now
liftoff. We have a liftoff. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
We are now
liftoff. We have a liftoff. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
We are now
liftoff. We have a liftoff. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.